am going to show you a dependent maneuver to get her from supine into sideline. Okay? This position can assist you for a number of things. It can just assist you in bed positioning to get the person off of supine and into a sideline position, whether it's pure sidelining or quarter turn prone, quarter turn supine, which we did the other day. Or it can prepare the person to get into that sideline position to then get them up into sitting very easily, okay? Or to then move them into a prone position, okay? So this is kind of the precursor to a lot of what we're going to show you, all right? So we're going to pretend Lauren here is dependent, okay? Now, we can do one of two things with her arms, okay? And the book goes over this. You can either, okay, have her arm and basically tuck it underneath her buttocks slightly, okay? So as she rolls over, it's out of the way. Okay? And this is especially important for once we have her roll all the way over into prone, because it stops it from getting caught underneath her. Okay, we can do that, okay, but it puts a lot of pressure on her single head. The other thing we can do is get her arm up and over her head if she has the mobility and if there is not any underlying pathology of the shoulder, such as a shoulder subluxation, dislocation, any type of impingement issue, something like that. And as I roll her, she's just kind of rolling over her arm and it's up and out of the way. We can, so you're going to try both of those maneuvers, okay? So since we have her here, I'm going to show this right now, okay? Now, she's dependent, she can't help me, okay? Heaviest part of her, okay, is her pelvis. If I cross her leg over, okay, it's going to initiate the hips going in the direction I want them to. As well as, right now, okay, she, let's say, cannot move her head. If I turn her head to face the direction I want her to go, again, okay, it initiates movement, okay? So we're going to do this. I'm going to leave her arm up here just for the sake of the demonstration. I'm going to move her head here, okay? This arm, Lauren, I'm going to move here, okay? Now I'm going to, instead of talking to you, talk to her. Lauren, what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to move you, okay? I crossed your leg over just to help assist me with the move. I brought your arm up to get it out over our way, and I got you looking in the direction we're going to go to. I am right here, okay? So I know it's a little scary because you're close to the edge, but I promise you I will not let you go anywhere, okay? You cannot help me in this move at all. Sorry. All right? But I want you to think positive thoughts, okay? All right. Again, heaviest part of her are her shoulders and her pelvis, okay? So, Lauren, on the count of 3, I'm going to start the roll, okay? Again, good body positions. I'm close to her. I'm in, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, roll. Now, you'll say, and you can, all right, so we're going to do an assisted side-to-side move, okay? Again, I just assessed the readiness to move. You can look at that video. Just referencing that. Okay, so we're going to assume I already assisted her, or already assessed her readiness to move, okay? Now, Carolina, you can do most of this yourself, okay? So I'm going to have you do it, but I'm just going to probably have to help you a little bit with your pelvis because that's where you're a little weaker on, okay? So what I'm going to have her do is I can either start from her head or I can start from her legs. I typically tend to like to start from the head because that's where she's listening to me and she's engaged. Okay? So, Carolina, what I'm going to ask you to do is to get up onto your forearms. Can you do that for me? If I have to help her, I will. You always have to protect the head. I don't need to help her with her head because she can hold it up there, but I'm going to be there in case something kind of crazy happens. Okay? Now, Carolina, you did this before when I assessed how good you can move. Okay? Can you walk over onto your, closer to me? Very good. All right, and now can you bring your head down and drop back down onto your back? Good. So I got her upper body over, okay? Carolina, can you bend up your knees and plant your feet? Good. With the basic feet right like that. What we're now going to do, okay, is I'm going to have you, and you can kind of put your arms here so we don't kind of sit on your hands on us, okay? What we're going to have you do is squeeze your bum together, okay, and we're going to have you lift as much as you can. You can't lift all the way and clear the bed here. I'm going to help you a little bit, but I'm going to see how much you can do at first, okay? And then you're going to walk over towards me with your feet. Okay. All right? On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lift. Up. Good. And I might have to assist her. And now can you walk over with your feet? Good. And then bring your bum back down. And she's back down. And now bring her feet here, and then I would position her in that supine position with the pillows under here and support her head nice with a pillow up there. Okay? What we are going to demonstrate right now is assessing a quick, down and dirty way of assessing a patient's readiness to move. Okay? We're moving from a dependent type of bed mobility to the patient-assisted bed mobility. Now, in order to do this, you have to ensure that the patient can help you in one way or another. And in order to do that, you can do your full-fledged eval. You guys don't have enough of that information yet to do that. So I'm going to show you some of the main body parts and some of the main things that you have to do to assess range of motion, mobility, some strength, okay, and some movement types of assessments that we can do real quick, okay? So first things first, I'm going to ask Carolina, can you move your head from side to side?
Yes.
You can do all this.
Okay.
So can you show me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that allows me to say, okay, her head can move. Because anytime we're going to move somebody, especially if I'm going to roll them, their head, okay, and their pelvis dictates the way they're going to move. If I have her facing that way into the screen and she's moving this way, she'll never get there because her head's going that way. So we always want to move her head in the direction we're going to do. I'm just doing side to side, not as big of a deal. But I also want, can you lift your head up off the pillow? Let's see. Beautiful. So I can say, okay, lift your head up and move it over closer to me. I can do something like that. Now, with your arms, can you move your arms up and over your head?
Yes.
Very good. And back down. Again, there'll be times a patient can move them up maybe only to 90, maybe only move one arm up. Okay, so but you're assessing all this and maybe documenting it down. Okay. Now, Carolina, can you try to get up onto your elbows or your forearms? So put your forearms down and scoot yourself up and lift your upper body up. There we go. Now, look how easy this would be, okay, to get herself up here. Now, can you try to walk over on your forearms towards me? She's doing it all. I don't want to have to do work if I don't necessarily have to. And we want to make her as independent as possible. So that's good. Now, can you move over to the other side? And make sure she's not falling over. Okay, good. And come back down. So that's a nice assessment. Again, you're going to see varying abilities to do that. Okay, now, can you bring one leg up, one knee up to your chest? Good. And back down. Can you do it with this leg? And back down. Okay. Can you bring your feet, can you bend your knees up and plant your feet on the table here? Good. Now, can you squeeze your buttocks and lift your bum up into the air like you're doing a bridge? Boom. That's key. If she can lift her pelvis up, now, in this position, can you walk towards me with your feet? Move her over, and now walk over to the other side. Move her over, and now come down. Okay? People are going to have varying degrees of this. Okay? They may be able to lift, they cannot walk. Okay? So she lifts, and then I help her move over. She may be able to lift partially, and then I need to assist her. There's all varying degrees on this, but this is really kind of how we want to look at things. Okay? And bring your legs back down. Okay. All right. Now what we're going to demonstrate is a sheet transfer for a side-to-side dependent move. Okay. What we're going to do is I am going to do the lead. You go on my lead on 3. We're going to pick up the heaviest part of her. On 3, we're going to lift up and over. Okay. You want your hand, you're going to roll up the sheet, and you want your grip to be palms facing up because you have better mechanical advantage. Again, remember your body mechanics, and remember talking to your lovely patient. Okay? Are we ready? All right, so we're going to roll up this. Carolina, what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing as we did before, but we're just going to use this sheet to kind of lift you up and move you over to the other side of the bed. Okay? So you just hang on, and on the count of 3, we're going to move. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, move. Good. Okay? And we'll show this. You don't always need to do this, but we're just going to show this for the sake of the video. We're going to pull up. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3. Move, okay, and you just make sure she's in midline, okay? One other good thing, like Stacy said, is sometimes have them clasp their arms a little closer to them. It gives you more room, as well as it doesn't let one arm kind of fall off and get caught underneath them.